Hey, listeners. Welcome to the Dumb Stuff Podcast. We're not dumb, we just talk about dumb stuff. Stop me if you've already heard this one. So a rocket scientist, a social worker, an unemployed businessman, a security specialist, and a software manager walk into a bar. What do they talk about? This podcast is basically their conversation. We talk about anything and everything. Whatever is on our minds. We're just a small group of high school friends from Middle America. We're separated by several thousand miles, but brought back together thanks to a global pandemic quarantine and a regular Zoom meeting. Kurt is our resident rocket scientist. Well, close enough. He develops software for a government agency that launches rockets and stuff. Kurt lives in sunny Florida. Joe is our resident social worker. Some would argue that he's actually an anti-social worker. But who are we to judge? You do you, Joe. He lives completely opposite Kurt in the Pacific Northwest, in Washington State. Shane is our resident unemployed businessman. He was a successful businessman at some point, and we have faith that success will return someday. Shane lives in Illinois, right smack in the middle of Kurt and Joe. Mick is our resident security specialist. He tries his best to keep money in our hands and out of the hands of criminals. It's a dirty job, but Mick's up for the task. He lives deep in the heart of Texas. And last but certainly not least, Frank is our resident software manager. He makes sure software geeks get the job done on time and on budget. It's sort of like herding cats, but with less scratching. Frank, like Shane, lives in Illinois. But unlike Shane, Frank never actually left our small hometown that we all grew up in. And boy, do the rest of us give him grief about that. Subscribe now, anywhere you listen to podcasts.